then who gives a shit after the wedding? Yeah, that is basically my mindset. All right. So on to the next part. Before Genshin. So since I have been in America, there are sometimes some stuff gets announced in the anime sphere that I like to talk about. And normally I would just do a stream doing it when it gets announced. Haven't had a chance to do that recently. So what I did is just I've basically compiled all of the big things I want to talk about that got announced within the past 2 months or something. And basically get a chance to talk about it. I watched the Game Awards. I did watch the Game Awards. I think no matter what.
Always loved your content, man. Could you consider checking out for Shrek as well?
If that is a real thing, I will check that out. Bill Clinton Pog, yeah. Bill Clinton Game of the Year. Bill Clinton Game of the Year. I dig it. Elden Ring sweep. I don't even think it was an Elden Ring sweep. It was more like a God of War Ragnarok sweep, but Elden Ring won Game of the Year, and I'm fine with that. God of War is my personal favorite game of the year, just because it's a game that appeals to me more. But Elden Ring still a fucking amazing game, and if whichever won game of the year, I was going to be happy anyway. What I found more funny was all the shit that went on with the Player's Choice Awards, because it was basically the Sonic fandom versus the Genshin fandom, and I just like that was just so hilarious to me. That was like it was like watching an AIDS virus fight a cancer cell. It was just so fucking entertaining seeing those two duke it out. You know what I mean? Like I play Genshin, but even I fucking know, right? Even I know the fan base can be toxic sometimes, and then to find out that they're fighting the Sonic fandom, it was fucking hilarious, man. But all right, so with anime news, the first big announcement I wanted to talk about was, of course, Studio Mappa are now rumored to be animating One Punch Man Season 3. I don't know how official this is right now. Right now, I think it's just a leak, but I see it. I fucking see it. Rumored, yeah. So I believe it is. So from what I can tell, it is from Shonen Leaks, and I believe Shonen Leaks have like basically gotten the edge for a lot of early news in a lot of other things as well, and it's been pretty reliable from what I can tell. So it's not officially announced by Mappa or anything like that now, but it's not some random guy on Twitter. And I can see it. You know, I can see it because Mappa seem to be collecting all of the Infinity Stones right now. Fucking what do Mappa even have right now? They have Attack on Titan, they have Jujutsu Kaisen, and let me get this up. Let me get this up actually. Let me get this up. So they have Jujutsu Kaisen, they have Attack on Titan, which by itself, two of the most massive anime franchises. They have Chainsaw Man, so three of the most massive anime franchises of I wouldn't say of all time, but definitely three of the biggest that could be had right now. They've got Hell's Paradise, they've got Vinland Saga, and now, if they're getting One Punch Man Season 3, it's like, holy fuck. Mappa, yo, please, man. Yo, other anime studios, they need to eat as well, man. They need to eat. You know, leave something for the rest of the studios, please. Come on, guys, come on. But I mean, Mappa right now, they seem to be. I don't know if I think they're turning into what Madhouse was back in the generation where I first got into anime. Mappa is not so much the ceiling of peak animation right now. Right now, I would give that to something like Ufotable or Kyoto Animation or something like that. But their quality is consistently pretty good. And with the recent Chainsaw Man adaptation, which I think is their best work yet, their ceiling has gotten pretty damn high. It's pretty fucking good right now. Studio Bind is also insane. Well, Studio Bind is fucking insane, but they've also only done one show, and that studio was specifically made to animate Mushoku Tensei. So that's kind of like an offset for me. That's kind of like a one-off. If they make more shits other than Mushoku Tensei, which I'm gonna be honest, I kind of don't want them to. I kind of just want them to focus on Mushoku Tensei. I know that's a bit selfish of me, but I kind of want Studio Bind to focus on Mushoku Tensei. Cloverworks, adaptations aside, is also pretty damn high as well. I wouldn't say they're the ceiling of animation right now, but it's also pretty damn high. Mappa have gone from good to fucking great. So I remember Attack on Titan Season 4, for example. Attack on Titan Season 4, that was good-ish animation. It wasn't great. It did the job, and it didn't do it awfully. It wasn't like a mediocre adaptation, at all. If we're talking mediocre, you guys need to watch more harem and isekai shows, because that is the definition of just mediocre animation. It was just good. It was good enough. And then they did Jujutsu Kaisen, which Jujutsu Kaisen was pretty damn good. I wouldn't say it's the best in terms of animation, in terms of like shonen. In terms of shonen, Bones has better animation than Jujutsu Kaisen. Ufotable, obviously with Demon Slayer, is, in my opinion, the ceiling right now. But it was still pretty damn good. It was like to me, Jujutsu Kaisen was an 8 out of 10 for animation, for purely its animation, right? It was pretty damn good. Jujutsu Kaisen is the best for me in terms of animation. Nah, it is good. I'm not saying like that. It is. I don't think it's top tier, because in my opinion, something else they did. Was it them that did it actually? Did Mappa do God of High School as well, or they did God of High School as well. In my opinion, God of High School had better fight choreography and animation than Jujutsu Kaisen, but that was just kind of like a showcase of martial arts animation. And then with Chainsaw Man right now, I think Chainsaw Man is fucking amazing, because Chainsaw Man doesn't just look great in its fight animation. Chainsaw Man looks great in like any kind of shot, right? It's fucking nuts how good Chainsaw Man looks. And the thing is, when people think of animation, they just look at the fight animation and they forget about every other scene. They're like, oh, this, like, Jujutsu Kaisen had good animation because the Hanami fight was fucking brilliantly choreographed and animated. And I agree, it was brilliantly choreographed and animated. But there's more, like, there's a whole other show outside of that one fight and all the fights in Jujutsu Kaisen. I feel like Chainsaw Man, like, even the smaller bits of animation, like, there was this one scene where, fuck, I'm forgetting all their names now. Who's the side character name? I'm so fucking awful with name. Aki, that's it. Fucking, how did I forget that? I literally just caught up to it yesterday. Aki. There's a scene where Aki is just like doing morning routines, and it's nothing but him, but just waking up and doing morning routines. And it looks fucking beautiful. it looks almost Shinkai level, right? I remember watching this and I'm like, there is no right the scene should look this beautiful. What the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? And even even some of the more horny scenes as well. Let's you look at some of the Chainsaw Man horny scenes and I'm like, fuck me. Why can't hentai look this good, man? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Yo, that scene where Makima does the hand holding, I'm like, I never thought hand holding could get me bricked up this hard. What the hell? Makima, like, slow the fuck down. The hand holding tag is just a meme, and you made it a reality. What the fuck? So, yeah, no spoilers aside, Chainsaw Man looks fucking beautiful, and the only thing that's pretty much putting it down is a few awkward shots of CG here and there, but I'm like grasping at straws if I'm really like, oh guys, the CG just fucking ruined it. No, there was a few awkward shots of CG in episode 1 and like maybe a few awkward shots later, but it doesn't look bad. I think what makes it stand out is the rest of the show looks fucking amazing, and so some shots of CG that just look passable, it makes it stand out even more just because how amazing everything around it looks. But it is not bad by any means. But yeah, so One Punch Man Season 3. Do I think that Mappa at its peak can emulate One Punch Man Season 1? Not yet. And that's just because One Punch Man Season 1 was pretty much, that was like peak animation, right? And that was kind of like the stars aligning for so many talented people getting to work on one project. But they keep raising their bar of quality, so who knows, maybe lightning can strike twice. Do I think it's going to happen with how many IPs and how many shows they are animating right now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I still think it can be good though. I still think they will do a better job than JC Staff that animated season 2. Because one thing about One Punch Man is that it needs amazing animation to stand out. Season 2 had, let's say, as good of an animation as Attack on Titan Season 4. It wasn't bad, it was just good. But this time, it wasn't good enough, right? Because a lot of One Punch Man hangs on the hype of the fight scenes. It hangs on the hype of the fight scenes. Attack on Titan Season 4, that just had a lot of interesting writing and amazing character writing and amazing drama in it. One Punch Man, you need those hype fight scenes. You need those fight scenes to hit and hit hard. Because the One Punch Man manga, not the original webcomic, but the one that Murata is drawing right now, that is, I would say, in terms of art, that is some of the best art you can find in manga. Like, holy fucking shit. I actually caught up to the One Punch Man manga. I actually caught up to the One Punch Man manga last month, and I did not know that manga could go this hard in terms of their fight scenes. I won't spoil what happens, but it is fucking insane what he's doing. What he's doing with some of the paneling and some of the panels, it is insane. And without spoiling what happens, I remember I turned to a colored panel and I'm like, holy fuck. And if you caught up to the manga, you know what fucking panel I'm talking about. You know what panel I'm talking about. There is a colored panel that just comes in out of nowhere, and I'm just like, this is blowing my fucking mind right now. Oh. And the thing is that's something that's so unique to the medium of manga. I don't know how you translate that same feeling to an anime, because anime is always colored. So at the end of the day, One Punch Man Season 3 needs to be animated well. I believe that Mappa can bring the hype. I think they can make an improvement on One Punch Man season 2, but out of my first gut reaction, it's not going to be as good or as revolutionary as season 1. But I am still excited for One Punch Man season 3. Mob does everything better, Lemeo. Yeah, honestly, Mob is quite. I like how there's 2 comments, guys. There are only 2 genders. Mob does everything better, Lemeo. Mob is quite overrated. Not gonna lie. That's just. Oh my god. In my opinion, Mob is better than One Punch Man. Mob has more interesting characters, in my opinion, than One Punch Man. And the anime adaptation of Mob Psycho as well is also that is also peak animation. That is a passion project that also has the resources to make everything they want to make within an animated series. So I'm more excited about Mob than I am about One Punch Man, but I still enjoy One Punch Man. It's going to take me a lot to admit that season 3 is better than the manga, though, because that is peak manga. Hell yeah. Moving on. Another thing that got announced as well is NieR Automata. And the anime for NieR Automata got announced. This happened, I believe, 2 months ago or something like that. This is, I believe, going to be airing next season. So I'm going to be doing a seasonal stream as usual, but let's check out some of the early character PVs that came out for this as well. There we go. Full screen is unavailable. Holy shit, that was loud. Great. Alright, next time we gotta watch it on YouTube. Ooh, there my girl. There's my girl. Yo, those were the camera angles I was hoping for, boys. Look at this, look at this. Oh no, wait. Needs to go back a bit more. Oh, there we go. Oh, they knew. They knew, boys. They knew. Alright, that was a very short one. And I believe there was another one with 9S as well. That is way too big. I just realized that was way too big. There we go.
誰かと一緒に行動できるって楽しいんです。
I see.
そろそろ始まりますね。
That's nice. Lee Sin players be like, alright, so those are pretty sure. I think they were just character PVs. I'm not sure if there is a full PV out right now, but either way, I'll probably wait until my seasonal stream to watch the full PVs. Now, it's A1 Picture animating this, and A1 Pictures is always... One thing I'll say about A1 Pictures is that they're always consistent. They're always consistent in their works, and it's consistently good to pretty good. You know, it's not amazing, but there's a... You know, they always do a good enough job for... just say meh. Nah, man, nah. They are not meh. They are not meh at all. They did Fairy Tail. Okay, maybe they can be. Maybe they can be meh. Wasn't Fairy... Wait, are they doing the new Fairy Tale? Are they doing the new Fairy Tale? The fucking 3D one? Fuck, did I just fuck myself with that sentence immediately? No, they're not? Okay. Thank God. You know, when I think... Okay, here's the thing. When I think A1, I think this is not going to look bad, you know? I think it's going to look decent to good. It's not going to look like... It's not going to blow my brain... It's not going to blow my brains out, but it's going to look good. And in my opinion, one of the biggest things that worries me about a NieR anime is how the fuck are they going to adapt this story? Okay, it's because it's let's just say it is not the most traditional story out there, right? I love the NieR stories. NieR Automata is one of my favorite video game stories of all time. I fucking love the NieR story. At the same time, one of the reasons I loved it so much is because it's a story that was... It's because of the way the story was told within the medium of video games, right? And one thing that really worries me is that Yoko Taro just doing Yoko Taro things. To get the full story, you need to complete the game 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And every time you do, you restart from the beginning and you start essentially a new route. How the fuck do you adapt that into anime? How the is it 4 times? Oh, okay, 3 times minimum. Sorry, 3 times minimum. So we got it 4 times. How the fuck do you adapt? How the fuck do you adapt that into an anime, right? Harry Anime did that. Yeah, Harry Anime did that, and let's remember how the Endless 8 turned out, right, guys? Everyone loved the Endless 8. I'd say the closest we've ever gotten is Fate, and like the Fate. I mean, Fate's regardless of if you are a Fate fan or not, you know, Fate adaptations are just like, it's confusing having 3 separate adaptations to Fate Stay Night. Yes, as a Fate fan, I know that they are 3 different routes and 3 different stories, but to the average viewer, you know, it can get confusing. And I know people are going to be like, oh, it's not that confusing. It's just the same story being told with 3 different routes. I'm saying to like the mainstream audience and to the average audience member who doesn't know anything about the source material or anything like that, it's more confusing. Just having like a simple watch order is confusing for the average viewer. Fate fans will call you out again. Yeah, I know. I don't think people understand that. People in fandoms understand that a lot of the times, you know, mainstream audiences are very, very different in understanding and perception when it comes to a certain franchise. That's why, for me, I look at Kingdom Hearts, for example, and for me, I see people talking about it, and that just confuses the fuck out of me. I don't know what's going on in that fucking game franchise, but I'm sure to Kingdom Hearts fans, they're going to be like, oh, you know, it's not that complicated, guys. It's not that complicated, you know? And then they proceed to have like a fucking 2-hour breakdown of everything that happens, you know? Like, I'm a Fate fan, and to me, I don't think it's that confusing, but I also know that's just because I've sunk hours and hours of my life into Fate content, you know? And for me, I don't know how well NieR Automata is going to translate into an anime if you haven't played the original game, which is the biggest thing that worries me. Because to me, an anime should always stand on its own. And NieR Automata is just so out there with the way it presents its ideas. That's so peculiar with how it portrays it within video games as a platform, that I don't know how well that that story is going to translate into anime. What might end up happening is that it takes a lot of the broader ideas and translates that over into an anime story, and it just might not hit the same in an anime story. You know what I mean? It might not impact as deeply as it does if you translate some of those ideas, some of those broader ideas into an anime story. It might be cliche. Who knows? I still have faith though. I have faith just because this is going to bite me for something I say later. But let's just say I have an open mind, and I'm going to be watching it. I'm not going to think it's amazing. Gut reaction, I don't think it's going to be as good as the video game, but I still have faith that it could be a good show. A good show. Moving on to the next piece of news. So, Slam Dunk just came out, and it's doing pretty well. Let's have a look at this trailer. I honestly just wanted to watch Slam Dunk for a bit. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna try. Gonna try to keep my bias out of this. I just realized this is my first time watching the trailer. Didn't realize it was CGI. Maybe it's just this one shot. All right, let's see. Oh, it's all CGI. It is all CGI. Oh no. Oh. All right. Let me guys, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna quiet down my gut reaction right now, and I'm just gonna huff a little bit of copium for a second. Okay. So guys, the CGI didn't look bad, right, guys? Didn't look terrible, right? We can agree on that, right? This doesn't look like Berserk 2016. This doesn't. This looks like, you know, if you just took a screenshot of this, you know, if you just showed me this screenshot, if you just took still screenshots of all this, if you just took still screenshots, I'd be like, okay, that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look that bad, guys. It really doesn't look that bad. You know, I'm gonna keep going on screenshots here. I'm gonna not play. I'm not gonna play the motion, but, you know, it's clean. I like the art style. The style. Guys, stop saying cope. I'm not coping, guys. Guys, I am not coping. Tell me where the lie is. Tell me where is the lie right now. Okay, look, it is. All this, if you just look at the screenshot, all this looks pretty decent. It looks decent. You know, it really feels like Slam Dunk. It really feels like they tried to pay respect to the original Slam Dunk art style, because it has some of the best art you can find in any sports anime to date. We look at the motion, and it can. Okay, it's this still doesn't look bad. Still does not look bad. Can maybe look a bit clunky in a few shots, but guys, it's doesn't look bad, right? Doesn't look bad. Is there any more trailers? Do we have more trailers? More trailers? There must be more trailers, right? Slam Dunk trailers. There must be more. Come on. There must be more trailers, right? There must be more. They can't be the only trailer. Is that the only trailer? Fuck. Stop the cap. Hey. You see a cap on me, man? There ain't no caps on me at all. Can you see any caps on me? There is no caps on me, guys. Is this another trailer? Okay, maybe this is a new trailer. All right, here we go. Has this got movement in it, or is this? No, this is the same one. All right, that's the only trailer we have. It seems like. All right. Real thoughts. I'd be lying if I didn't say that CGI, the look of the CGI has disappointed me. Partly because Slam Dunk, like I said, is a goated manga. It's one of the best sports manga of all time. And part of that is because Inoue Takeshi is an absolute fucking masterclass when it comes to manga drawings. That just makes me wonder. Seeing this just makes me wonder. You know, we've had like Berserk. Now we've had Slam Dunk. Do they just look at some of these manga that are complete masterpieces in terms of their art and something, and do they just go, yeah, we can't touch that. There's no way we can even come close. Let's just do it in CGI. that's the and Kingdom as well. Well, Kingdom makes sense because that's got so many scenes of like warfare and stuff like that, and that's just so hard to do in an animated medium when it's 2D drawings. I look at Slam Dunk and I'm like, I've seen Kuroko no Basket. I've seen that you can make basketball anime look good that is in 2D drawings. You know? So I'm just like, are they looking at some of these goated mangas and they're just like, we can't compete, so we're not even going to try. Let's just do CGI. And like I said, the CGI doesn't look bad. It just definitely looks like a step down from the manga. And it's a bit disappointing that they didn't even try to match up to the manga. Could be Studio Orange level, you know. We've seen Beastars. We have seen Hoseki no Kuni. Could be good, but Studio Orange is the only studio so far that have a track record of utilizing CGI well. So that's it remains to be seen. I'll keep my mind open, but I would lie if I didn't say I was a bit disappointed. But it has released now in Japan, and it has topped the box office for 2 weeks straight now. And is it something I'm going to go out on my way and see? Looking at this trailer, probably not. I'll probably watch it when it releases on streaming platforms or something like that. It literally looks laggy. Yeah, that's my biggest issue with a lot of CGI anime. A lot of CGI anime, it looks like the frame rate just dropped. You know when you're playing a video game and you just drop a few frames and it gets a bit choppy? That's what most CGI anime look like, and you need to be able to handle it well for it to not look like that. Like Chainsaw Man, yeah, that's why some frames of Chainsaw Man look a bit awkward. It's that choppy kind of movement in some frames. Moving on though to there we go. Yeah, alright, we've talked about Slam Dunk. Moving on. Next, My Hero Academia is getting a live action film from Netflix. I mean, what else can we say? What else can we say about live action adaptations? My first thought is just why? This doesn't need to be made. You know, Netflix. You know, I know you are making One Piece right now, and I will say, my last hope for live action anime died with Cowboy Bebop. You know, if there's one anime I thought could get a great live action adaptation and I thought could get translated well into live action, it was Cowboy Bebop. And I have no doubts that your crew were passionate about Cowboy Bebop. I don't know what went wrong in that production. A lot of it to me was the writing, but I'm sure your team were passionate. I'm sure a lot of people on your team love Cowboy Bebop. And I'm sure a lot of your team are very passionate about One Piece. You know, it seems like you have cast members and you have teams that really, really love One Piece, and that is a good sign. I'm just wondering, is that enough to translate into a good live action adaptation? If you can't do Cowboy Bebop, I have no faith that you can adapt One Piece. Yo, One Piece is goofy even for anime. You know, you look like you show One Piece to the average anime fan, and they're like, "Yo, this looks goofy as fuck. I don't want to watch this. Let me watch Chainsaw Man, or let me watch Bleach or something like that." You know, I remember the day when the big three was like, was anyone here in the big three era where you had Naruto and Bleach? And then One Piece was like the goofy cousin that you had to, like, I remember being a One Piece fan back in the day. You had to like fucking fight tooth and nail to be like, no, guys, just ignore the 4Kids dubs. And people are still like, oh, it looks stupid. Look at the art style, it looks stupid. And I'm like, guys, no. Ignore the art style. Ignore like Mr. 2 Bon Clay. Ignore Frankie. You know, I swear to God, it can get serious at times. I swear to God, it's a really, really good story, and it's a serious story. And thank God, it's gotten to the point where One Piece is now that Naruto and Bleach have ended, One Piece like reigns supreme. And you know, you don't need the same type of convincing nowadays because so many people acknowledge that One Piece has an amazing story. But I remember back in the day fighting against Naruto fans and fighting against Bleach fans, and we were out of the big three, we were the fandom that got clowned on the most just because of how stupid One Piece looked. And you translate that into a live action show? No fucking way. I'm a One Piece fan. I'm like, there is no fucking way this can work in live action. I am happy to be proven wrong, but there ain't no fucking way in my mind. Now, with My Hero Academia, sure, you know, maybe you can, maybe you can translate this into a live action, but my biggest question is why? Why would you want to? You know what, guys? You know, I'm tired. I am fucking tired of seeing people attempt live action adaptations. You know, this isn't just an anime thing. You know, I'm tired of seeing live action adaptations of classic Disney films and stuff like that. You know what I want to see more of? I want to see animated adaptation of live action franchises. I want to see more animated adaptations of video game franchises. Because you know what? We are getting that in some capacity. You know what? We had fucking Arcane. Amazing. Fucking incredible. Amazing, man. We've had fucking Cyberpunk. also fucking incredible. That's fucking insane because you're taking one you are taking one medium and you are telling stories that another medium can express. And Arcane and Cyberpunk were two fucking insane adaptations. And I want to see more of that. I want to see, like, does anyone remember Animatrix back in the day? I think back to Animatrix and I was just like, that was so fucking insane, and I did not give it credit for just how unique it was. Just how unique it was for all the ideas that it kind of presented back in the day, for taking a mainstream live action franchise and then making it into and then telling stories that only anime can tell. It was great. And I want to see more. I want to see more of that. Castlevania as well. I completely forgot about Castlevania. Castlevania as well. Fucking insane. That you have so much potential, right? Yeah, I have all of these. I have all of these examples of franchises that have done well in anime form. You know, being translated into anime and animated form. Now let's look at the other side. Let's look at how many franchises have done well being translated into live action. I'll wait. I'll sit here all day. I'll wait. Now, people are going to say like one or two at most. like in terms of franchises, in terms of anime franchises being translated to live action versus other mediums being translated to anime, it's so top-sided of like which approach is better. So I'm like, why do you still keep wanting to do live action adaptations? Seriously. Oh, Death Note? No, man, get out, man. Death Note was a horrible adaptation. Oh. The fucking Netflix Death Note, that was a fucking horrible adaptation, man. I think the only one I could think of is like Genshin, and that's pretty much it. I think Ghost in the Shell was just a mid movie. It was I don't even know if it was a bad adaptation. It was like a 5 out of 10 movie. That was. Edge of Tomorrow is pretty much the only one. And I think that worked so well just because it took the bare bones basic of the manga and didn't try to adapt it one for one. To me, Edge of Tomorrow felt like a totally new story. Alita, I'll give you that. For me though, I want to see more things being adapted to anime rather than the other way around. What else did I want to say? I think that's it. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I want to say. Netflix, how about instead of adapting more anime into live action, you start fucking promoting your anime itself? Can you just like put more effort into promoting your anime? Is anyone here watching JoJo Part 6? Anyone watching JoJo Part 6? Anyone even know that JoJo Part 6 was even out? Like, come on. Like just like, so many people I know don't even know that JoJo Part 6 is even out. I've been watching JoJo Part 6. JoJo Part 6 fucking slaps. There's no quality drop off or anything like that. The only reason people aren't watching it is people don't even know people are not talking about it because people don't even know it's out. So, I'm going to take a quick pee break and I'm probably going to change a bit because I'm getting a bit hot, but I shall be right back. Oh, we are back, chat. I was a bit hot, so I just grabbed myself a quick ice cream to cool down. It's not a banana for once. Man, I was literally getting heated. I was getting too heated, man. I was getting too heated. Hey yo, John Cena meme, where you at? But ice cream in winter, yeah. I had my turtleneck on and also the heater on, so I think I was getting a bit too hot. How was the A ranked PO? You know. Perfect stream, man. Perfect stream. Didn't even need to shake. Did not even need to shake, man. That's how perfect my stream was, man. That's like S rank peeing, man. Impossible. You've just never opened your mind to the possibility that if your stream is so perfect, you don't even need to shake. Alright. Let's move on to the next one. So we've only got a few things left. Firstly, a Frieren Beyond Journey's End manga got announced to be an anime. Now, I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna finish my gonna finish my little ice cream before I finish talking. All right. So, if you don't know what it is, hands up. Anyone don't know what this is? Hands up.
There's actually a Shrek trailer on YouTube.
Anyone hands up? Don't know what this is? No? Me? Fake Giguk fan. Fake fans. What can I say? Guys, disappointed. So disappointed, guys. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it if you don't watch all of my content. It just hurts my heart, okay? Just hurts me. It hurts, man. It hurts that you don't watch all my content. Because I did make a video about this. I made a video about Frieren. I think, how long has it been since I made a video about Frieren? It's been like months and months and months and months. It's a manga that I enjoyed a lot. 8 months? It's been 8 months since I made that video? Fuck. Holy shit. I didn't realize it was that long. But yeah, I made a video about Frieren just saying how much I enjoyed this manga, and then it got an anime adaptation. If you don't know what it's about, it's basically follows the story of an elf who is the party of adventurers that end up like saving the world. Now, that sounds like your generic kind of fantasy manga, but it actually follows her story post saving the world and post beating the demon lord and everything like that. So it's actually kind of like an existential slice of life. Because what happens is that elves live for like thousands of years. But obviously, her party of humans and dwarves, they don't live that long. So what this manga is about is basically just following her life as she sees the people around her age extremely fast while she is, in their eyes, immortal. The best way I can describe it is that, you know how you see the human lifespan compared to a dog or a cat is exponentially longer. It's far, far longer, and you get to see them age within your lifetime and then pass away. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And I didn't mean to bring a downer on everyone, but that's kind of the story structure, okay? Except the elf the elf is us in this sense, and her friends, her human companions, are the dogs. I'm not calling them her pets, but it's kind of that kind of that you get that kind of perspective from it. Okay. So it's a very introspective story, and I think it's very, very interesting how they took a fantasy anime or a fantasy concept and put it into her perspective. And I think it's really, really interesting. Very excited. Very, very excited for this to get animated. But that's not all. That's not all. Because not only that, Oshinoko also got an anime announcement as well. And I am 2 for 2 right now, man. Like, is there a manga left that I've made a video about that hasn't got an anime adaptation yet? I feel like I got a good track record so far. I think Domekano 2. Unfortunately not yet. Is there any manga left? Because even let me see if there's anything left. Because I think okay, yeah. I just remembered Zom 100. That was another manga that I made a video about. That's also got an anime in production as well. So I think the only thing left, and I hope my track record is good, is Fire Punch and Goodbye Eri and Look Back. So hopefully that means Tatsuki Fujimoto's other works, they're going to get adapted as well. I also predicted, I didn't predict, but I'm not predicting any of these. I'm just making videos on manga I enjoy, and then a lot of them happen to seem to get animes about them. Call of the Night this year was the adaptation of Everything I Wanted from the manga when I made a video on it. So I'm hoping for good things. Before I talk anymore, let's have a look at the trailer for this.
もし芸能人の子供に生まれていたらって考えたことはない？容姿やコネクションを生まれた時から持ち合わせていたらって。嘘はとびきりの愛なんだよ。
Oh, what a wholesome looking show.
先生、あっちゃー、バレないと思ったんだけどな。やっぱ溢れてる。
Damn, these characters look really interesting.
君の幸せがそれだって言うなら従おう。だって君はどうしようもないほどアイドルで。
Oh, it's an idol show, guys. It's an idol show. We don't watch them here, right, guys? Right? Oh, do you know what I realized after watching that trailer? I cannot talk about this show at all. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up about Oshinoko. Let's just say that, oh shit, okay, I was wondering how they're gonna do the beginning. I was wondering how they're gonna do the beginning, and I just realized, has this ever been done before? So episode 1 is going to be 90 minutes. They're basically just airing a film as episode 1. What? What? Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's good at least. That's good. That's good because that means I can be like, oh, have you seen episode 1? Okay, you know what the show's about then. I'm not going to say anything else, but let's just say episode 1 is going to be a fucking roller coaster, and you are going to want to watch it. It's going to be an absolute roller coaster, and I'm not going to say anything more than that. But this is a show that I highly recommend that you watch whenever it comes out. It seems like it's airing in spring. And it's from the same writer as Kaguya-sama as well. So it's a banger manga. We got a banger mangaka working on it as well. And let's just say it's not going to be your typical idol story. That's all I'll say about it. What I want to know is who is adapting this. Let me see. Who is adapting? Okay, so it is going to be produced by Shueisha and Katakawa. Oh, okay. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you very much. And I really hope someone doesn't clip that out of context. And it's going to be animated by Dogo Kobo. Okay, that's interesting. Have they done? What have they done recently? So I know Dogo Kobo are very, very much known for their kind of, let's say, cute girls doing cute things animation. And Oshinoko definitely does have a lot of that aesthetics, but it is going to be a more serious story. Have they done any serious stories before? Oh, they done Sing For Me Yesterday. I can't remember. Sing Yesterday For Me or something like that. I can't remember what the English title is for this. That was a more serious story. Unfortunately, that didn't have the best ending. So not really so far. Okay. Who are the staff members on this? Let's see who the director is. Okay. So, the director, let's look for actual directing roles. Has he directed anything else? A lot of, he's done a lot of key animation. Let me just search for director. An assistant episode director. Is this his first? Oh no, wait. He directed, what is this? I remember this. I can't remember the name though. It was a slice of life. I didn't end up watching this. Asteroids in Love. It's a slice of life. I'll be honest, I didn't watch that. So, don't have any comment about that. Selection Project. Did not watch. Okay, he's done a lot of Moe shows. Yamane Susume. Oh, it's another episode. So he's done a lot of Moe stuff. He's done. In terms of directors, he's done. Ah, okay. So. Okay, so from what I can tell, he's done a lot of Moe stuff. From what I can tell, hasn't directed anything too serious so far. It's been a lot of cute girls do cute things stuff. So I have faith that he'll be able to adapt, let's say, the idle portion of it well. It'll be interesting to see how he adapts some of the more serious and darker moments of this story, because it can get pretty damn dark at times. It's gonna be a new angle for him, but from the trailer, it looks pretty good. Like, the animation doesn't need to be mind-blowing for this to be a good anime. The story itself is already interesting and fucking amazing enough that even if it's just good animation, that's going to be enough to carry this to be like a really, really good show. So yeah, honestly, I am very, very excited for Oshinoko. I'm a bit disappointed because I can't talk about this as much as I want to talk about this, but I'll just say, very excited. When's more Tatsuki Fujimoto anime getting adapted? That's all I end with. And I have one more. I accidentally closed it, but I have one more. Let me see if I can find the news article. And guys, I have one more piece of news I wanted to talk about. And I know this is old news now, but I don't care. I didn't get to talk about this at all. Guys, you know it, guys. You fucking know it. You fucking know it, guys. Let's fucking go. Genshin is getting an anime from Ufotable. And I remember when this got announced, my jaw actually dropped to the floor. I was like, absolutely no way. Absolutely no way Genshin is getting a Ufotable anime. All I can say is that, you know, being a guy who got into Fate thanks to its Ufotable adaptations, couldn't be happier for Genshin. Couldn't be happier. Let's watch the trailer before I say anything else. Woo! Woo! Did you ever, Genshin fans, did you ever think you would see this outside of just photoshopped images and memes? This in my head was a fucking meme. Like, I was just like, there is no fucking way. There is no fucking way. Oh, fuck. I've never been happier to see Paimon, man. Woo! This is the only time I'm gonna be happy to see Paimon. Woo! Or when you are hungry. Ooh, that's that Ufotable aesthetic, man. That is that Ufotable aesthetic. Oh! They're using their gacha money! Thank God! They're using the gacha money for something! Oh! Oh, it looks beautiful. Tell you what, I never looked this good, man. Yo, CGI that looks good? CGI that looks good? Hey! This is the last time they're ever gonna be together, guys. This is the first and only time we're gonna see them together. Woo! What a nice couple. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Oh. Gentlemen, our time has come. It is our time. It is our time. My fellow Genshin players. No more shall we be clowned upon for rolling for our favorite characters. No more shall we be called dolphins or whales or whatever. No more. We are no longer whales. We are investors. My fellow gamers, it is our time. Did you invest in the Genshin? Did you invest in the Genshin anime? I sure did. Crypto bros be like, holy shit, thank you Fencerbray for the 20 gift subs. Guys, like I said, we are no longer whales. After this trailer, we are now investors. I'm gonna say it right now. I've put a lot. I'm just saying. I've bought a lot of Genshin stock. You know, I look at this trailer and I'm like, you know what? I helped fund that. Guys. This is how I cope every time I roll now. I'm like, no. Just think of the Genshin anime. Oh, just think of the Genshin anime. This ain't about the waifus, guys. This ain't about the waifus. It's about the anime. Just think of Ufotable. Think. You know, one of my favorite reactions I got when this was announced.
Could you check out the Berserk trailer as well?
Oh, is this actually fucking right? Let me finish talking about this. One of my favorite reactions when this was announced was like the salty anime fan base that looked at Ufotable and were like, really Genshin? You chose to adapt Genshin rather than a good IP? I'm so disappointed. I'm so unhappy. I would have been happy if it was anything else but Genshin. And I'm like, my God. You know, before Demon Slayer, Ufotable was the Fate. Ufotable was the Fate studio, right? We all know that, right? Remember when Ufotable was the Type Moon studio? You know, anyone remember that? You know, and then does anyone but me remember that Ufotable adapted all of the Tales animes as well? Anyone remember that? They are no stranger when it comes to video game adaptations, if you really think about it. And I would say that the Tales of Zestria anime was even better than the Tales of Zestria game. The Tales of Zestria anime was even better than Tales of Zestria the game. So I have high hopes for the Genshin anime. I have even higher hopes for this Genshin anime than I do for the NieR Automata anime. I really hope that statement doesn't age poorly. I really, really hope it doesn't. Genshin has a much more straightforward storyline than NieR, but I'll be honest, I don't actually want Ufotable to adapt the main story. I think the main story is right now way too grand and way too fucking vast, because here's what's going to happen if it adapts the main storyline, right? Here's what's going to happen. it's going to skip over so much content because the storyline is so fucking big right now. It's going to skip over so much content just to get through like to some like the juicier big action moments and a lot. And I don't know if that's going to do good for the Genshin story. The Genshin story is like way too big. But what I hope happens is something that's similar to what Cyberpunk did, which is taking the Genshin world, taking the world of Tevat, and just doing a side story that takes place somewhere in the world. Because a lot of people like to clown on Genshin, but one thing I find genuinely interesting is that I do genuinely think that Genshin has an interesting world. And I do think that it has potential to have a lot of stories that take place within the world of it. So I think there's more avenues to tell a story that might work better for an animated series than just the main storyline of Genshin. A prequel would be nice, actually. No joke, yo, prequel would actually fucking slap. Yo, get a prequel of the Archon War? That would be insane. If we can get the Archon War arc. Like that would actually no joke. That would be a good concept, and I think that would be a good anime, not even like Genshin involved. Go on, please, you're addicted to Genshin. I know I'm addicted to Genshin, alright? Let me hope. Let me suck on this hopium, okay? I think Genshin can be a good anime. I think the world of Tevat has potential to be a really good storyline. It just needs to cut out a lot of the fucking bloated fluff and also murder Paimon, and then people will take it more seriously, alright? Yeah, honestly, Archon War arc, that would absolutely be hype. Do I think they would do that? Unfortunately, I don't, but either like a prequel or a side story, I think could do really fucking well as an anime series. But yeah, I am hype, and Ufotable have done plenty of good adaptations of video games before, even before Demon Slayer. So, I mean, it's fucking Ufotable. If there's one thing that we can guarantee on is that the Genshin anime is gonna look really fucking good. Now, speaking of Genshin, shall we return? Shall we return to Genshin, guys? Shall we return to Genshin? Is it time, guys? Is it time? Is it time to return to Genshin? Alright. It has... Oh, no, that's not what I want. It has been a while since we have streamed Genshin. I thought that would be a nice way we can transition to Genshin. But before we do, I think I'm going to take... my controller's somewhere. I'm going to find my controller and take a quick pee break. And then we're just going to play Genshin. And it's just going to be good vibes.
For Shrek trailer gig up grant.
I actually googled the Shrek trailer. I just gotta say, did you make it? Are you trying to promote your own stuff? Because I saw the trailer on YouTube. It doesn't have a lot of views, so not sure if you're not sure if you're trying to promote yourself, my guy. But I don't feel like watching it, so I'm gonna go for a quick pee, and then when we're back, we're going to stream some Genshin.